I love photographing flowers, and when we got an invitation from the Berkshire Botanical Garden to photograph their gardens in bloom, we jumped at the opportunity. I'm going to photograph this little shrub rose, which is called Eddie's Jewel. And the first question is, what lens to use? I'm going to be using 105 macro. It allows me to get in really, really tight. And then I want to find my shot just by looking around without a tripod and find the angle I want to shoot. And then finally, I'm going to take a light reading, see how much light is falling on that flower. I'm going to use a handheld meter. Even in this bright light, I'm going to be shooting at f32 at a 1/15 of a second. Why such a slow shutter speed? I really want a lot of depth of field, and in order to get the depth of field, I need to have a slow shutter speed. Here's the heart of the problem. When you have a slow shutter speed, now the slightest little breeze will cause that flower to move, and I'll get motion blur. I find that the really best way to prevent motion blur with flowers is to somehow hold the flower with some kind of a clamp. And you could use a coat hanger wire. I've got this purpose-built clamp, which I stick right in the ground. And then you got to find some place where you can clamp off the flower and it won't be in the shot. Okay, and the last thing is, get your tripod. Okay, get the tripod in place. And then at this point, I'm usually making a lot of minor adjustments to make sure that I don't have the clamp in the photograph. But it looks good, and there's not much left to do now, but take the picture.